South African GEO continues to play a pivotal role in coordinating our nation's Earth observation endeavors, fostering collaboration and promoting the sharing of EO data, products and services. The South African GEO collaboratively engaged South Africa's Earth observation community through government stakeholders and agencies. And these agencies include the South African National Space Agency, the South African Weather Services, South African Earth Observation Network, the CSIR, Council for Geoscience, the South African Air Force, including research institutions and the private sector. All these users are providers of Earth observation data and information and facilitate increased involvement to the GEO work program. Through these agencies, South Africa is able to engage our public and private sectors to easily access and derive benefits through the GEO's products and services. I am pleased that in our endeavors, we are already starting to see an emergence of a new cohort of young Earth observations entrepreneurs who are creating economic opportunities not only for themselves, but for their peers as well.
For more on this, we have SABC News reporter Elrees Mashaba. Elrees, thank you so much for your time. Talk to us about some of the aspects that came out at this GEO Summit so far.
Good day, Natasha. So far we've got the youth in the main exhibition building right now, and they are presenting their declaration on climate change and on the GEO Summit. This is the first time that the youth is actually participating in the GEO Summit. But Natasha, I've got with me the Senior Engagement Officer on Earth Science Division at NASA, Lawrence Friedel. Good day, Lawrence.
Good day. Thank you very much, Elrees.
Tell us about the exhibition. You've got a very interesting exhibit here behind you. Can you please take us through it?
Yes, thank you so much. So the United States is really honored to be here in South Africa. We have such a nice, rich history and a nice collaboration. And while we are here, we wanted to exhibit things from across the United States and some things that were really sort of like using the theme of jazz and the fusion of data that NASA and really the world is collecting, and that fusion that comes together to really provide sort of information and insight in terms of managing our world together. And so the booth is really sort of highlighting using the theme of jazz and that fusion, what we get with jazz, the fusion of instruments, the fusion of sounds that really make that rich music. That same metaphor and the same analogy is for data that we collect from satellites, from aircraft, from sensors that are on the ground.
And then what do you do with the data?
So part of it is there's the research elements to it, and there's also a management element to it. And so the data that we collect from on the ground really gives us detailed information about a certain area, but that doesn't necessarily help us know what's going on elsewhere. So with the aircraft and with satellites, that helps us be able to sort of put that individual measurements into the context of something much broader. And in the case of satellites, because the information is global, we can compare what's happening in one area to something that's happening in another. And so from a research standpoint, the scientists really like that because they can do comparisons and sort of evaluate why are things changing here differently than where they're changing over there. What we like really, and the thing that I love, is how to take the research and that scientific information and put it to use in management. And whether it's for public agencies or whether it's for companies, how to take that information and make better decisions about it. And so the things that we're learning in one area, we can help others as well to make their better decisions.
And making that information accessible to individuals, governments, organizations, so that they can make better policy.
Right. Very much so. And the one thing that really that the Group on Earth Observations promotes is the fact that the data that's collected from public resources is freely and openly available. And that's certainly something that the United States is really, really proud that all the information that our government collects is freely available to anyone in the world. Now, some of the data is harder to use than others, but it's all freely available.
You have a project with South Africa that's unique to South Africa, a collaboration, the Bioscape. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, so Bioscape is the biodiversity survey of the Cape, and so we're looking at the Western Cape region. And I have to tell you, you all have one of the most beautiful, most biodiverse areas of the world. This is my second time to Cape Town. I love it here. I wish I could spend a lot more time. It is such a rich area, and the biodiversity is fantastic. And so there's a collaboration between the United States, some of our universities, government agencies, as well as several government agencies in South Africa, and many universities. Really want to call out the University of Cape Town and the Department of Science and Innovation for their strong partnership. And this is really looking to see what is the biodiversity in this region, how is it changing, and that the information is helping to inform whether it's provincial organizations, nonprofits, and others, and land managers and marine managers, to helping them understand how things are changing and what change in management practices need to occur.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Lawrence. Nastasha, that was Lawrence Friedel, the Senior Manager of Earth Science Division at NASA. Back to you, Nastasha.
Thank you so much to SABC News reporter Elrees Mashaba.